Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boys back again with another episode of Power Rangers Academia. Yes, sir. So we talked a lot about characters returning, some speculation, everything, but another piece of factual information is release date. Now, September 29th of this year is when all these episodes are going to drop on Netflix. Now, if you ask me, I feel like this is odd only because it's August, and why wouldn't you drop it this month? It's Power Month, and forget Power Month. It's literally the month that Power Rangers just started. So if this is like, you know, the last season for a while, or you know, whatever ends up happening with the franchise, wouldn't it be like poetic justice if it, like, you know, dropped as well in August? I mean, it literally could have been like this weekend for all we know. So like, why push it to September is my question. But I guess that might have to do with the strikes and whatnot, since they haven't been able to really, you know, promote and everything. So that could also, I should probably just answer my own question, but I guess I'm just turn it over to you guys. So Isaac, what are your thoughts on this release date?
Should have been Power Month, number one. Number two, I'm kind of happy that we got it before whenever Cobra Kai comes out.
That's facts. Shout out to Zolo. He did great in Blue Beetle, by the way.
I gotta watch that
movie. Didn't do so good, but anyway,
fans' fault.
Other than that, I'm indifferent about it. I mean, I don't have anything planned for that day as of yet.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I know that Twitter or X is gonna be popping that day. We're gonna be seeing a lot of things. We're gonna be seeing we're gonna be reading a lot of people's fan theories, and you know, that's all. It's not really like the end of the year. It's not the middle of the year either. It's like right there on the cusp. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. What about you guys, JD? What are your thoughts on the release date?
So on one hand, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I feel like the last season came out around a similar time, but then when I thought about it, I was like, damn, it really would have been nice to have it premiere Power, you know, like, you know, for the last season, have at least an episode come out the day that Power Rangers, you know, coming up. It's like cool. A few days. But reality is it's gonna be that day. Unfortunately for me, well, I don't even know if it's unfortunate, but I'm gonna be away when it comes out, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna watch it.
VPN.
But yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna have to get a VPN.
You'll be alright.
But I'm gonna do that and watch that probably over there, but that's gonna be interesting. But either way, I'm excited just to see what's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna be a bittersweet day, because if it's all 10 episodes that day,
yeah,
then literally like that's the day that like Power Rangers as we know it done.
Yeah,
it's just crazy to think about, like, because once that, like, no matter if the season is good or bad, at the end of that, it's really, I feel like it's gonna hit like oh, shit.
In a way, it'll be like a weight lifted off our shoulders, but then at the same time, it's like, what are we going to be talking about?
I mean, it's going to be bittersweet, because like on one, you know, luckily we still have the comics, we still got, you know, Super Sentai. It's not like it's going to be over and dead, but at the same time, it's going to be like, you know, uncharted territory. You know, like, for real, like, I feel like every other time the franchise has kind of like gone away, it hasn't been this kind of way where it's like, you know, it could be upwards of years. Like, I feel like even between RPM and Samurai, it was only really like a year, maybe 2 years, but in that year break, still you had the reversion, you know, airing, so there was still some on TV. It was dumb, but it was on TV. You know, it was they were basically just like filler.
Yeah.
But it's not even like there's gonna be any filler. Like it's just we're just at the beck and call of what is Power Rangers gonna be. But either way, going back to the date, like it's it's kind of just expected. I'm just kind of forward to see what. It's like a month away.
Yep. Zach, what about you?
You brought up a good point, because like I'm trying to think about like like the finality of it, and like with the other times when Power Rangers was going to end in space, I was like a kid and I never even knew that it was even going to end at that point, so it's not even something that I thought about when I watched Space. And then even when it was going to end the other time with RPM, like I wasn't as like in tune with the community at that time, so I really had no idea that it was even going to end. And like I wasn't like checked out of Power Rangers at that point. I still did watch it, but like I was obviously watching it a little bit less. Like, and like RPM had that weird viewing schedule. It showed at like 6 a.m. or something like that. I wasn't really watching it.
Oh, I didn't watch
like,
it when
every
it
week.
aired, but
I'll tell you, I was definitely checked out of that. That was like high school, college years. Like,
because I checked out after Jungle Fury because Operation Overdrive was so bad. Well, no, Operation Overdrive before Jungle Fury.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, that's when I got back into it. Yeah, I got back into it because I really liked Jungle Fury, but it was kind of hard to watch RPM. But even back then, like I had no idea that he was even supposed to end or whatever, so I didn't really think twice about RPM when it actually did end. So I guess like this will be the first time I even like really know that it could possibly be ending. But I don't know, like me personally, like I'm kind of like on the positive side of it. I don't really think it's ending.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna come back, like maybe not in a year or so, but I don't really think it's really ending. But it is gonna be different from now on. Like, who knows if they even like do Sentai anymore at this point. So it's definitely, as we know it for sure, I think it's fair to say it's probably the last season. And even this season isn't really technically Sentai.
Yeah.
Megazords.
Yeah, it's just Zord Sentai footage and that's it, really. Yeah.
So I don't know. It's not like as bittersweet for me because, and the movie is still a thing, if that even is still going on.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, like we could, as fans, that obviously keep in touch with all the news that comes out and the speculations on based on whatever info that we get that gets put out. I mean, who knows? Maybe we're all just kind of like overthinking it.
Yeah.
And overhyping the idea that it's done. And like for all we know, there's gonna be a new season next year, right? Like there'll be, even if it's not a new season, it could be something new related to Power Rangers in some way. Netflix may end up just being the new home for Power Rangers. Whether they do like new specials or a new something, it'll probably just go direct to Netflix now. I feel like that's gonna be the wave going forward for them. And in relation to all this, it's been officially confirmed that the runtime will be 30-minute episodes, which is interesting because I remember when we were talking about this and we were under the impression that, we might actually get some like 45-minute, episodes if they're going to be 10. And that's kind of fire, but they're taking the Cobra Kai approach and it's 30 solid. So it's not 22 because that's usually what we're used to. But since there's no like commercials, right? That's a bigger difference. That means that we could potentially get more story and more screen time for this, show, which is really good. So I don't mind 30 minutes because as you can see, if it's done right, you get a lot of content in 30 minutes.
He didn't necessarily say 30 minutes. He said standard time. So it is going to be, I guess, whatever it usually is, like 22
to 30.
I still wonder, but like you said, like without commercials, like are they still gonna cut it as if commercials were there, or are they going to kind of let it run for that whole time? That doesn't impact the flow.
Yeah. I hope they don't because that would feel weird. Because it would be like they'd have like the and then cut and then they just come back for no reason. It's like
does the same shit.
Yeah. Like no. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna end up doing that. And if they did, that'd be really weird. It's like what are you guys doing? You're not paying attention to your own fucking shit? Like I don't know. Let me see.
And it's cool. Like I'm not like super. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, the fact that they already cut the episodes by so much, you know, kind of already had me a little concerned. But cutting the episodes and essentially cutting the time too, kind of.
I'm only not surprised because like at the end of the day, it's still a kid show. You know, like I think that however Hasbro looked at it, they still know it's like, hey, it's a kid show. We still got to do this. You know? Otherwise, I don't know if the kids that are the target demographic are probably not going to be in there for 45.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, it's more of a target. I feel like the actual people who's gonna be watching is like
it's us, bro.
It's us. Yeah.
I honestly don't think that they're like they probably are targeting kids, but are kids even watching Power Rangers, bro? They're watching fucking like Paw Patrol. They're not watching Power Rangers, dude.
Bro,
they're watching
kids,
other shit.
They're not even watching TV no more, man. These kids are on like TikTok
Right.
and YouTube now.
Yeah.
Like, they're watching that shit.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, it's so weird. Like that in itself is like a whole discussion, because it's just like, how do you pretend how do you pretend like you're marketing something towards a set demo, but
doesn't care.
Right. And it's like here we are just knocking constantly, like, hey, like, what the fuck, like, I don't know.
They need to change up the marketing strategy and come out with like a Power Ranger streamer, or like a I don't know, like something different. Like
Yeah, that we could say that for another day, because we'll probably be able to go in on that. I hope you guys enjoyed these discussions on this round of Power Rangers Academia. If you guys want to hear us talk about anything in particular, make sure you're leaving that comment as well as dropping that like. And stay tuned for more from all of us here at Power Rangers Academia. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. May the power protect you. Keep it locked right here on this channel. Stay safe, stay clean, stay the hell inside. We'll see y'all next time.